Would you still skip fiber if you knew it could nearly double your risk of a silent heart attack?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster, and today we're uncovering why low-fiber eating quietly loads your arteries with the kind of plaque most likely to rupture without warning.
I'm Alara Skye, and we're drawing on a heart scan study that mapped the diets and coronary arteries of more than 24,000 Swedish adults who looked perfectly healthy on paper. The scans revealed soft, unstable plaques, hiding in people who had never been diagnosed with heart disease.
That imaging is critical because it distinguishes between hardened calcium deposits and the softer, rupture-prone buildups that trigger clot-forming emergencies. Participants with the poorest diets, think processed meats, sugary drinks, and very little produce, showed up to 97% higher odds of harboring those dangerous soft plaques.
The damage wasn't isolated to a single vessel. Scans found widespread blockage, especially in the right coronary artery and the left anterior descending artery, two highways your heart can't afford to lose. The worse the diet score, the more arterial branches were compromised.
Elevated high-sensitivity C-reactive protein confirmed that these food choices ignite body-wide inflammation. Waist circumference, high blood pressure, and triglycerides amplified the threat. In fact, abdominal girth alone explained more than half of the extra risk for high-risk plaque among low-fiber eaters.
Here's the unsettling part. Every volunteer in the study had been considered free of cardiovascular disease. Many felt energetic and passed routine checkups, yet their arteries told a very different story. The lesson is clear. Absence of symptoms does not equal absence of danger.
Fiber acts like internal insurance because it shapes gut bacteria, stabilizes blood sugar, and tamps down inflammation that otherwise weakens plaque walls. When you strip it away, you create the metabolic storm that lets soft deposits flourish and eventually rupture.
Before you rush to pile vegetables on your plate, pause and assess your digestion. If meals leave you bloated, gassy, or toggling between constipation and loose stools, your microbiome is already out of balance. Pouring fermentable fiber onto that fire can worsen endotoxin load and systemic inflammation.
Start by giving your gut a brief reset. Focus on easy-to-digest carbohydrates such as ripe fruit and plain white rice. These supply clean glucose without the rapid fermentation that feeds opportunistic bacteria living in a leaky, inflamed intestine.
As bloating subsides and bowel movements normalize, it's time to reintroduce strategic fibers slowly. Begin with resistant starches, cooled and reheated white potatoes, chilled white rice, or a slice of green banana blended into a smoothie. These feed butyrate-producing microbes that reinforce your colon lining and lower inflammatory signals reaching your arteries.
Next, layer in prebiotic-rich aromatics, small portions of cooked onions, leeks, or garlic. Their inulin content fuels the same butyrate pathway, but at a pace most recovering guts can handle. Take note of how your abdomen feels over the next 24 hours before adding more.
Throughout this rebuild, keep an eye on 3 markers the study flagged as metabolic bridges between diet and plaque. Track your waist at navel level, monitor morning blood pressure, and obtain a fasting triglyceride reading. Improvements here are early evidence your arterial environment is stabilizing.
Avoid the classic mistake of loading up on raw salads and whole grain crackers before your gut lining is sealed. Those fibers ferment aggressively, escalating endotoxin rather than quelling it. Patience pays off. Give your microbiome the foods it can handle now and upgrade gradually.
While you heal, eliminate vegetable oils high in linoleic acid. Soybean, canola, sunflower, safflower, corn, and the blended vegetable oil jug. Excess linoleic acid locks into cell membranes and magnifies oxidative stress, eroding plaque stability even faster.
Remember, fiber isn't the enemy, an unprepared gut is. Once tolerance returns, aim for a diverse roster of cooked root vegetables, modest legumes, and cooled whole grains. Each new plant introduces different fermentable substrates that broaden microbial diversity, further protecting arterial walls.
Don't underestimate resistant starch's direct cardiovascular benefits. When gut bacteria convert it to butyrate, colon cells tighten junctions, lowering systemic endotoxin and the chronic inflammation measurable by hs-CRP. That anti-inflammatory ripple supports plaque stabilization.
If you're worried about missing micronutrients while fiber intake is low, rely on ripe fruit, well-cooked peeled potatoes, and bone broth for potassium, vitamin C, and collagen, respectively. These choices soothe digestion, yet supply building blocks for vascular repair.
Gradually test higher fiber staples, oats, lentils, or cooked leafy greens, one at a time. A stable waistline and smoother blood pressure readings signal you're on track. Should bloating return, step back to your tolerated list and give your gut another week before retrying.
Continuous improvement, not a fiber quota, is the target. Your ideal intake is the amount that keeps stool well-formed, energy steady, and inflammatory markers falling. For some, that's 20 grams daily. Others thrive near 40. Personal response outweighs generic guidelines.
Let's translate research into action right now. Over the next 7 days, record everything you eat, plus any digestive symptoms and blood pressure readings. Identify one fermentable food that reliably causes discomfort and remove it. Replace it with a serving of resistant starch, noting how you feel and how your waist measurement trends.
You're not simply avoiding a heart attack. You're dismantling the conditions that allow soft plaque to form in the first place. Each small tweak to your plate shapes gut ecology, tames metabolic stress, and reinforces arterial resilience long before any symptom would have warned you.
Here's your practical challenge. Select one step from this discussion, perhaps swapping lunchtime deli meat for chilled potato salad dressed in olive oil-free vinaigrette, and implement it today. Track your waist, blood pressure, and digestion for 1 week to witness measurable change.
Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.